Hey everybody, my name's Ray. I'm a bird VTuber, even though you kind of don't really see my VTuber at the moment. But I wanted to try making a different kind of content, I guess. Don't worry about those windows. Don't worry about any of that. That none of that exists. I wanted to try making a different kind of content than what I normally make. I usually stream on Twitch. I have been streaming on Twitch for the past almost couple of years now. Man, it's been a while. But recently, I've been feeling kind of a different way about Twitch, and I've been kind of feeling that as a content creation platform, I don't think it really fits me. I always thought this about myself, but I'm definitely not an extroverted person. In fact, I am extremely introverted. People take my energy very, very quickly. Probably a lot more quickly than average, or more than I would like even. So what I decided to do is, for now, I'm gonna try doing something that's not streaming on Twitch. By the way, that animation of Velma carrying the Iron Giant is very funny. I'm gonna try something different, and I'm gonna do a recording of just some regular gameplay. In this instance, it's just me playing some multiverses. I am a Bugs Bunny player. I really enjoy, maybe you already know this, but I really enjoy kind of old 1940s, 50s, 60s cartoons like the Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies shows, and Tom and Jerry, an old Disney short. So Bugs and Tom and Jerry are definitely my two mains in this game, but I play Bugs a little bit more. Just playing some Bugs, and I'm not playing right now. This is actually going to be an audio recorded of me watching myself back. So this gameplay is actually from a couple of days before I recorded this audio. Almost got the spike on Finn there. That was close. So I'm trying this because it seemed a little bit more relaxing to me. While I'm recording the footage, I don't have to really think about the fact that I'm recording. I can just play the game and relax and have a fun time. And then on the audio recording side, on the microphone recording side, I don't have to think about the gameplay. I can just kind of go back, watch my own footage, talk whatever it is that I want to talk. Almost got that, but unfortunately I didn't read the Velma dodge. Talk my own talk in this kind of format, and that way things things will maybe be a little more energy efficient for me. I don't have to be talking to people. Not that I didn't like it. Of course I liked it. It's just I would run out of energy so quickly on Twitch, you know? I mean, maybe after 30 minutes to an hour, I would start thinking, man, I can't do this anymore. I need to stop. My body can't handle it. So maybe in this format, things will be a little bit better. Hopefully, I think I've got some chill music playing in the background. And I know there are some YouTube channels out there that are like, man, why don't you guys put the music in the video? I wanna know what music it is that you're listening to. Well, don't worry about that. I got you covered. It's probably on the screen right now even. I will always credit all of the music that I use, because that's only fair to the wonderful musicians and creators of this music. It should be probably potentially Lo-Fi Girl. Lo-Fi Girl, I think, does license its music for content creators on Twitch, from what I believe. You shouldn't get any copyright strikes from anything related to Lo-Fi Girl, so that works out. That works out pretty well. Another reason that I wanted to record these is because I feel like it might be a nice way for people to kind of, relax, I guess. I hope anyway. I've been told that my voice is nice, and even though it's difficult for me to accept that kind of compliment, I do appreciate when people say that, and if I can be of any help to make someone's day just a little bit better, maybe they had a tough day at work, or maybe they're having some trouble sleeping, or anything related to that. Maybe they just need some background noise for when you're studying or working on something. I don't know. Anything related to that, if I can be of some service, then I will gladly do my best. So that's the goal. A little bit about myself. If you've never seen my kind of content before, I typically play a lot of fighting games. I wouldn't say that they're really my main genre, and I hope that the content on this channel is going to be fighting games a lot, but not all. I was able to get that fin there. That's nice because he was stuck in his backpack animation. I do play a lot of fighting games, but hopefully that's not everything that comes up on the channel. I play primarily multiverses recently. I've been really enjoying the game. I'm not the best, but I'm okay. I do win a decent amount of games. I play a lot of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I would say that's my main fighting game. I'm only, for those of you who know, I'm only in Rose rank. It's a pretty high rank, but it's nothing crazy. And I'm very proud of myself for reaching there. But it's really hard to find matches in Dragon Ball FighterZ actually, because I feel like the player base is like kind of slowly dwindling over time, especially with the release of Android 21. Man, people really hate 21 Labco. People really hate that character, and I feel like the player base has definitely gone down because they just don't want to play against her. So really, I can find interesting games around my skill level closer to the weekends, and so that's really the only time that I'm able to record Dragon Ball, I feel. I could obviously, commentate on it at a different date, but if I play during the week, even at normal hours, I'm probably going to get matched up against people who are a lot higher ranked than me. And I can pull out some interesting matches sometimes, but a lot of the time it's lessons in humility is what those things end up being, is what those matches end up being. So I'd prefer to provide a little more interesting gameplay of me not getting bodied. That's a really nice read on the air dodge right there. I'm very proud of myself for that one. Made sure to understand that Finn was gonna air dodge because he has been air dodging that whole match. And I read it right there and just gave him the bat. The Bugs Bunny bat feels incredible to use. I am really loving it. I'm really loving playing Bugs in general. But other than fighting games, I guess I am going to skip to the next match. I'm going to skip ahead and I'll start talking again about some other games that I play in the next match after matchmaking. So see you there. Hello again. We are back on the next match. I'm actually with another Bugs Bunny on my team this time, up against Harley Quinn and a Tom and Jerry. I really love Tom and Jerry. I'm very happy that they're in this game. Something that I've been saying that we really need in Warner Brothers animation. Somebody's got to make it happen at some point. And maybe it already did, but I'm just not knowledgeable enough. What we need is a Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry crossover. I need to see Tom and Jerry and the Looney Tunes gang in the same short. Maybe a movie, maybe something like that. That would be really great. Fun fact, actually, if you've ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that's got a lot of famous cartoon characters in there. Of course, it's got all of the Looney Tunes classics. And it's also got a lot of Disney characters. Two fun facts, actually. The first fun fact is that if you remember, Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny appear in that film together. It's near the end of the film when the main character, I forget his name, is in Toontown. I almost got that combo right there with the other bugs. That would have been nice. He's in Toontown. He's falling from a building, and Mickey and Bugs are both skydiving together, and they talk to him on the way down. The reason that film is shot that way is because Disney and Warner Brothers agreed in a deal before the movie was made that Bugs and Mickey as a pair and Daffy and Donald Duck as a pair needed to have the exact same amount of screen time. And so that's why Mickey and Bugs appear together in that scene, because they're falling together, because they need to have the exact same screen time. So they are on the screen the exact same amount of time because they're always on the screen together. And then the same goes for the Donald and Daffy piano scene near the beginning of the film. In the kind of jazz part, is that Daffy and Donald needed to have the same amount of screen time, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that they were given equal treatment, especially the two ducks. I feel like it's so obvious that Daffy and Donald would not go well together personality wise. Daffy is kind of eccentric and self-centered, and Donald is very easily annoyed and angry. So it would totally make sense that they would start fighting over the spotlight in that short. So I really appreciated that film in general. But the second fun fact that I completely forgot to mention is that Tom and Jerry were actually going to be included in the film, but they got axed at the last minute, and that was so disappointing for me to find out. I wanted Tom and Jerry. I wanted Tom and Jerry to be in that film. But anyway, I was going to talk about other games that I play, other than fighting games. Really, I play a lot of different things. A lot of multiplayer, I think, would be the second most common. I'm a big MMO guy. I've played a lot of MMOs ever since I was in like high school. I started out, if anyone remembers, I started out with Grand Fantasia, one of a really old Area Games MMO. Area Games. I don't know why I said it like that. Great. Started with Grand Fantasia. Dragon Nest was my first love. I played the priest class, putting down those totems and then allowing your lightning to kind of bounce in between them. That was a really, really fun time. That was a really great time. I loved Dragon Nest very, very much. I've played a lot of other MMOs. I've played Lost Ark, Blade and Soul, Conan of the Ninth Seal, Vindictus. Oh man, there's Arcage. I tried World of Warcraft for a little bit. I didn't really like it very much. There's gotta be more. There's definitely more. Oh, DC, the DC Online like superhero game. I played that a little bit. Onigiri, I believe, is like an anime MMO. It was on Xbox, but my friends and I couldn't play it because on the Western servers, the servers would lag exactly every 5 seconds. We just weren't able to play it. I really don't know why. I really have no clue. I really have no clue why we weren't able to play that game. It always really sucked because we felt like we were going to enjoy it. But there was, I'm thinking of another Xbox MMO that we played a ton of that my friends actually really liked. I didn't like it as much. Oh man, if my friends are listening to this, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Hopefully you're able to remind me, but there was one that we really liked. But anyway, the main MMO that I play now is Final Fantasy XIV. I very much love that game, and I've put a lot of the hours into it so far. I think I have maybe 1,500 hours. It's a decent amount. It's a decent amount of hours in 14. I do Savage content and all that stuff. I lead my own static. If the static boys are listening to this, love y'all. Y'all are really great, fun to play with. Other competitive multiplayer, I play a lot of kind of arena-based stuff, I would say. I don't know if I would even call it arena, but I've played Overwatch before a decent amount. I played Paladins a decent amount, Smite a decent amount. Unfortunately, League of Legends a lot, but that was a lot more in high school. Look at the double bat on that combo right there. Finn was holding him down with the backpack, and I just swung over with the bat. So fun. I love this game. It feels so cooperative, and I really love that about video games. Speaking of multiplayer, I do really enjoy more cooperative multiplayer. PvE is way more my style than PvP. There's a lot of PvE games that I've played. I'm trying to think of ones off the top of my head, but that would be pretty difficult. Orcs Must Die? Am I thinking of that game properly? Maybe not. I have played a little bit of Risk of Rain, but that game overwhelms me. There's so much stuff on the screen at once. PvE shooters I really enjoy. I like Doom, although that's a single player game. I like zombies modes in Call of Duty, even though I am a enormous wuss. I am an enormous wuss. I actually used to play COD Zombies with my friends back in high school, and I was so scared that my friend had to play like fun, friendly music on his phone so that I wouldn't get terrified of all the zombies. What was that song? Don't copyright me, don't copyright strike me, YouTube, but it was like, I want candy, dun, 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 dun. Whatever that song was. I really was super a wuss about those. I had to play those songs to not get scared. It was awful. I'm still a wuss about horror games and horror content. I don't really play those very much. Single player, I'm also a bitty big fan. I'm a pretty big fan of single player. My favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I really love that game. The gameplay, the story, everything is fantastic. I relate to Cloud a lot as well. Maybe I'm an edgy boy for saying that, but I relate to Cloud a lot. Other Final Fantasies I've never played. I've never played any, actually. That's the only Final Fantasy I've played. I've never even played Final Fantasy VII Original. I know the story and everything, but I never got around to it. Honestly, maybe it was just because my inclination to playing like kind of visually outdated games is kind of unfortunately a little bit low. Call me a zoomer, but that's just how I am. Never been super interested in the original 7, but 7 Remake, very good. And I'm going to play all of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII stuff whenever that gets remade. I'm going to play the remake of Crisis Core, the rest of the 7 Remake games, of course. I'm going to play all of those. I did play a little bit of 15, actually. I don't know if the combat was super... It wasn't very flowy, honestly. I didn't flow very well for me, and so maybe that's why I stopped playing that one. Other single player indie stuff I'm actually a really big fan of. Recently been playing Neon White. Back when you would consider Supergiant Games indie, maybe you would still. But with the success of Hades, I don't know if that's even possible anymore. But I used to play all of Supergiant's games. So Bastion, Transistor, Pyre. Pyre is one of my favorite games ever. I've played them all and they are very great. I did play Hades as well, but I played it a lot more during the early access. And then once it got popular, I kind of stopped. I kind of dropped off. I've never been the biggest, I've never been able to retain myself on those kind of roguelite games. Never had the patience for it personally. Trying to think, Okami is a very big game for me. JRPGs in general, I'm also a really big fan. I've played about half of Tales of Arise. I want to continue playing that. Okami is very good. I played a little bit of Tales of Berseria. I've played, excuse me. I've played a little bit of Persona 5. Not a little bit. I played Persona 5 Royal. I was gonna say I played a little bit of Persona 4, but like very, very minimally. What else? I'm trying to think of the games in my library. Anything else? I would have to like sort through my Steam list to go through all of those. Racing and flight simulator games, actually pretty big fan of. Played a lot of Forza Motorsport. And Forza Horizon, as well as Ace Combat and Project Wingman. Really love those. I guess I'll continue talking a little bit more about this game whenever I get to the next match, because I think this next match is actually quite entertaining from what I remember, but I'll catch you in 1 second. Transition. Welcome back. We are at the last match of the video, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this match instead of just having the gameplay in the background because this was a very, very close match, specifically in my opinion because of this Wonder Woman. This Wonder Woman was a great player, really challenged me, really bodied me is what I should say. I definitely got embarrassingly spiked a couple of times. And it was just a really close match. We go all the way to the third set. Whoever wins, I can't tell you. You're just gonna have to watch. If I put one of those little like, hey, here's a 15-second snippet of something exciting that happens at the beginning of the video. If I put one of those in there, then you'll just, maybe you'll know already. Maybe I made it about something else. Who knows? But what I'm trying to do here is I think I'm already focusing that, understanding that Wonder Woman is a problem. Get out of here, Watermelon Steven. So trying to get her off the stage, but she ledge guards me so well. The Finn comes through, gets a KO for us. Thank you very much to the Finn that I was playing with. He was very good and kind of carried me a little bit in a couple of instances. But Wonder Woman is a character that I've been eyeing at for a little bit. She seems really fun and interesting. Good support character, but that can still do damage. Even if it's like little bits over time. Good bat into the Finn backpack that secures the kill there. Pulling out a Meeseeks from the box, but honestly, I just kind of throw those. I don't know how to use them to the best of my ability. I use in terms of perks and stuff, I use the Lingering Love perk as my signature. I really like the stage control that it gives and being able to hold someone in place for a pretty easy standing charge move. I forget the names of the moves in this game. Steven absolutely beats my ass. Man, I'm really disappointed about my play in that one. It gets better though, it gets better. We're behind a stock here, and it's a little concerning. I'm doing my best to focus on the Steven, get him out of here. Nice bat is able to secure the kill. The bat sound is so satisfying, I really enjoy it. But I've been really enjoying this game in general. I hope you guys have been as well. And if you haven't tried it yet, it's completely free to play. So I definitely suggest that you give it a try. Unfortunately, Finn ringed out there, so that's round one. I guess since I said that it went to 3, there is a spoiler. We do win the next set. But you're just going to have to find out about that yourself, aren't you? I'm going to go ahead and cut over to it. And here we go. Round number 2. We are on the Wonder Woman stage now, so unfortunately she's got a little bit of a home advantage. But it actually ends up not being too bad. I'm in love with Bugs' playstyle. That charm, very nice, able to get able to catch the Wonder Woman and then have a nice beefy mallet hit for some very good damage. I'm in love with Bugs' kit. He has a lot of very fun things. He's able to kind of be that, like a physical presence up close. And at the same time, he's got a lot of very fun and useful and kind of non-traditional projectile assets. Wonder Woman just destroys my safe. I was not unhappy about that, or I was unhappy about that actually. I was not happy about that. But Finn doing a lot of work here. He was really helping me out, especially with the Steven. I don't know what happens there that kills him, but I'm happy about it regardless. Bugs' down mallet is able to kill even as a off of the floor kill from a pretty low percentage, surprisingly low percentage. So sometimes once someone gets pretty high percent, I just kind of fish for it a little bit, kind of like that. She doesn't actually end up dying to that, surprisingly. Wow. Wonder Woman, I believe, maybe in the tank or support category. I'm not quite sure how weight works in this game. I have put a lot of hours into Smash Ultimate, and I know that characters have specific weights in that game, but I don't know if weight in this game is based on per character or if certain classes all have a similar weight. But I do believe that the weight does exist in some form. I should probably do some research on that. Maybe for my next multiverses video, I'll update y'all on what that is. But for now, we're pretty even. Actually, a little bit ahead. I've been playing it a little bit more careful this round, making sure to, well, I say that and then I die. But making sure to preserve myself as much as I can, not get caught in some nasty Wonder Woman combos. But honestly, Finn's kind of carrying me this set, or this game. Finn is doing some great work. By the way, I don't have this perk yet, but on Bugs Bunny, when you're in the tunnel, it counts as dodging. So having a perk that will reduce his cooldowns by successfully dodging things, that does apply to being in tunnel. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, and especially considering that Bugs has so many cooldowns and they do last quite a while, it is quite helpful setting up your projectiles. Finn kills both all the way in the top left there with his backpack move. That move kills so reliably. It's so incredible as a move. But with that, we get to 2-2. He got the KOs, but I did a pretty good amount of damage there. I do say so myself. Thank you very much, Bugs. We are 1-1, and it's time to move on to the third round. Who's it going to win? Or who's it going to win? Who's it going to be? Who's going to win? I guess we'll find out. And here we are, final match of the video. If you made it this far, thank you very much. And comment down below if you are playing this game, who's your favorite character so far? I'm really liking Bugs and Tom myself. I've actually been thinking about trying a little bit of Arya. She seems to be a little bit more technical and a little bit more melee focused gameplay wise. Funny enough, I really usually never play projectile characters, but the two Looney Tunes characters ended up being projectile characters. Sort of. Bugs is more of a hybrid. But in Smash Ultimate, I play Cloud. Oh man, I got absolutely shreked right there. Thankfully, I didn't get killed by that spike, and Finn was able to save me by taking out that Wonder Woman, but that was a little scary. In Smash Ultimate, I actually play Cloud and Byleth. Maybe you'll think less of me, but I'm a swordy. I play a lot of the sword characters, Lucina, Chrom, that kind of Ike, those kind of characters. So I feel like a swordy might end up vibing with me pretty well. And my two options so far are Finn and Arya. I really do love Finn. I think Adventure Time was a really great show. I have watched all of it. I'm a big modern cartoon guy as well, not just the old ones. But I really like Finn, and I think they did a great job designing him as well as Jake. But unfortunately, there's a little bit of stigma right now around Finn players, and I don't know if I want to become a Finn player, to be honest. Arya seems like a respectable main, so, and you don't see too much of Arya is another thing. I like playing characters who aren't seen too much. I got absolutely bodied there, but Finn is beating their ass enough that we're okay. We're still ahead in stock. Seems like it's gonna get round out pretty easy soon here, except that I got spiked again. I felt so disappointed in myself right there. I was so scared that we were gonna lose this, that we were gonna lose this round at this point. I was like, man, if I get spiked one more time, that's it. We're done. I need to clean up my game. Goodbye, Watermelon Steven. Get him the hell out of here. It's a little bit scary. I'm in spike position again, but I managed to get back off the ledge. They're both getting pretty high in percentage. Finn trying to confirm with the backpack, and Steven gets spiked super hard off the ceiling, and that's it. Thank you very much for this, Finn, for playing with me. Thank you, video watcher, for joining me for this video. Sorry. I'm gonna get used to talking into the microphone in a non-Twitch setting. I hope I will get used to it anyway. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope this video helped you out, and I hope that we see each other again soon in another video. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Take care. Have a good day.